Oui, merci, puis je dois 20 pièces. Et 23. Ok, j'ai fait une live. Je fais une live, puis j'ai 1 million de buggies dans la maison. Je sais pas, mais j'ai sprayé mon stuff, là. Ok, j'ai dans un live. Mais YouTube. YouTube. I think I just did a live somewhere. We are going to be going live on YouTube right now. Come join me. Let's talk numbers. Let's talk history. Let's go back in time. What do you want to know that we can possibly mathematically calculate? Is it a sentence, a phrase, a period of time, a distance, the temperature, whichever one it may be? Going back in time based on the question. You ask me a question, I say, yes, I can do it. I'm going to try to do it. I don't know. This is the way I'm going to do it. This is the way I'm going to answer that question. You told to me the word, let's say you picked the word gem. Now it sounds like a J, it's spelled with a G, there's 3 letters. I relate it to square Venus. I relate it to Ra, why? I relate it to the sun, why? Why? Doesn't matter. I'm doing a live right now. I relate it to the sun, Ra, because the word, and the moon, Okay, 3 letters. How you doing? Have you ever been here before? Do you know what I do? Do you know what I do? Don't leave. If you want to know about history, if you want to know about something about an algorithm, if you want to know about the Aztec Mayans, if you want to know about the Great Pyramid, if you want to know about the angles of the Giza Pyramid, the 42-degree rainbow angle, what this all means, how they relate, it's almost like fish upon a wish. You know what I'm saying? You give me the number and I tell you the story that goes along with it. Sometimes I lose myself when I don't feel I explain myself properly. So I sort of lost my trend of thought. I usually scribe as I talk. I just want to plug in this cell phone. I don't even know what words to use. Where's that plug? Where's that plug? I'm not plugging the bathtub. I'm plugging the cell phone. You see, I had a round plug, and now I have what is a C plug. So the word plug could be many different shapes and sizes, right? Plugging in the machine, turning it on. If I plug it in, does it turn on? Does it actually connect right away? Is the battery in? There's so many little questions. Why do you have to think so much? The observation goes on. The one who creates must think for everybody it is creating for. A possible situation that you might come into that needs a different thought, an alternative thought, something most people wouldn't think of, like you're cleaning windows on the Eiffel Tower or something, and something happens. How many people clean windows on the Eiffel Tower? Seriously, you know what I'm saying? And if you're going up there, I'm probably not going to want you to have your phone in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Right? So how is everybody? Let me see. I don't see any comments, so I'm going to have to go onto my channel here. Make that, I like that YouTube. Whoa. Yeah, I get a little antsy in my pantsy when I'm scribing and I'm, going inside my head. I don't have time to start thinking all the time and going, yeah, well, oh, maybe. sometimes I can do it that way, but I gotta like sort of dance, you know, because I'm moving to the beat, you know, the electronic soul. Is that what it is? You know, it's through electricity. It comes into us. You got to dance with it. I got to pick it up. I want it to go all the way up and down my chakras. I don't want to touch the seventh gate once. I want to touch it all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time. I want to touch all my chakras all the time. And I only speak this way is because others spoke about chakras. What do I know about chakras? I know nothing. I heard of the root, and I heard of the sacral, and I heard of this and that. But I also know that 1 through 7 is the low and the high of the cube. I know the high of the cube is actually an association where the meeting point is at the heart. The 1 and 6 equals to 7. But on a cube, there's only 6 sides. How do I get 7? By both of them joining the same area, the 5th position. Everybody joins the 5th position. But when it's noted 1 over to 9 equals to 10, I don't count the 5. But what if I went 9 over to 5, it equals to 4. And 1 over to 5, well, that equals to 4. I got 44. But 1 and 9, okay, equals to 10. And then when you have 9 and 5, that equals to 14. And then when you have the 1 and 5, when you have 1 and 5, that equals to 6. When you have 9 and 5, that equals to 14. 1 and 4 is 6. Do you see what's happening? We still have a 5, the 1 and 9, the lower house into the upper house comes out in Sagittarius birth. Who comes? Look at that, Aries. Do you know this is all fire? This is all Aries. And it is wow, I don't even know which way to do it, but I'm just going to put it in order. It's A-E-E-I. So you have 1, 9, 5, 5. A, E, and I. So these are your 3 principal vowels, and they run with fire. And now we're going to have the burnt offering. Burnt off, ing. Or is it what the E ring, or is it the ER ing? This is an association of 30 where the R could not be, right, on its own, and adding to ing to become the ring. So I'm going to turn this around for 1 second. I just want to speak to everybody. I want to slow down. Sometimes I go way too fast. In fact, I go way too fast, way too often for the last 20 years. In fact, I don't even understand how I even got from 20 years ago to today, and I can watch those videos from 20 years ago and go, wow, I can't believe it. And if I don't have the video, I've got, I don't know, 600 to 600 books in the closet, 15,000 videos online, thousands of pictures. So I'm super confident with what I do. I can't give you the world. I don't know everything. There's still a lot of theory going on, but I'm very confident with how I achieved the certain realities, and a lot of them are very easy. Everybody can pick up on the beginning. It's simple pi. It's real simple pi. Pi is actually 4 times 4 and 3 times 3. Just so happens that 4 and 4, 3 and 3, back door. Do you know that when I go halfway through here, I get the 3.5? And when I go halfway through here, I get a 3.5. 3 and 4 is the corridor to the rest of the cube. When you go to the center of this, right? What's the center of 6 and 1, 7? It's 3.5. 5 and 2, 3.5. So it's 7. So when everybody comes to join into the center, this is where you pick up that 7 number. Everybody joins in the center. But there's only 3 horsemen. There's only 3 times the center, and the center in this game counts for 1. Aries. Gold. Gold stands in the center, okay, at the top, between what is to the left and what is to the right, the silver and the bronze. So does that mean that the one in the center comes out to life and becomes the golden one, the third world, the silver world? So if I had to put something on the cross over here and run across, I put 2 upside down, 1 right side up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 between 2 in order to create, bringing the spirit and the soul together for communication purposes. Return of the SIG test. SIG, S-I-G, signal testing. But it's called what is sigma. And it's also known for the signal spirit testing. 13 by 7 equals to 52. 4 times 13 times 7. Wow, is 52 times 7, 364. I should have wrote it out the other way. Hello, I'm ahead of myself. I'm going to explain this. Hold on. I mean, you know, we got thousands and thousands and millions of years to go over. So as long as you have the word and story, we can take it apart. But still, at this point, okay, I do not know all the alphabet stories. I do not know the complete story of each letter. Like if you want to take the letter T, mathematically, it'll be 4 times 5 equals to what is 20. You're going to also have what is 2 times 10, but 10 is outside the marker, but it's also known as what is Capricorn, okay, connecting to Taurus. Every time we have a number, right, we're going to connect it to a planet. We're going to connect it to a color. We're going to connect it to maybe one of the royal signs. Perhaps it can be a mixed sign or a cardinal sign or a mutable sign. And if I say mutable signs, you're going to say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and so on. If I say a fixed sign, you're going to go 2, 5, 8, 11. I'll just skip it. 22, right? No, 22 is not. Okay, it's only what is 2, 5, and 8 to a single digit. So if I go to 98, that is a fixed sign. If I go to 95, that is a fixed sign. If I go to 68, right, that is a fixed sign. But the creation of it comes from what is 6 and 8. And the 8 is a fixed sign, but the 6 is a mutable sign. Who made up these rules? Not me. If you look it up on the internet, all right, let me look it up on the internet. We'll see what it is. I follow all the rules. When was it discovered, the mutable, fixed, and cardinal signs? The concept of cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs are fundamental to astrology and were developed alongside the zodiac itself. While the exact date of the discovery is difficult to pinpoint, the zodiac was introduced in the ancient Mesopotamia, likely between 409 and 398 BC. The division of the zodiac into 3 qualities, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Likely, so they're guessing. They only think. Okay, likely evolved during the development of the heliocentric astrology, which flourished in the 2nd century BC. A, B, C, and B, C, D before the birth came into the split house. A is what is the split house. In the delta angle, D is 500. DD is 500, 500 Roman numerals. Play the game all the way down the line. And when they say BC or AC, C is an evaluation of what is 1010 or 100. So it's A100 and B100. So are they multiplying this? 100 is what? Part or whole? 103 numbers is part of creation. It's 3 numbers. BC, would it be 2 times what is equaling to 6? Other than what is AC, 1 times 3 equaling to 3? If we end up with, hold on a second, AC, DC, we would end up with 12 and 3. AC, DC, mathematically, AC, 1 times 3 is 3. C is 3. D is 4. 4 by 3 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Your base of creation is 3 through 12. 3, 1, 2. Which is depending which way you want it to put together, it becomes what is basically ABC. When you multiply 1 times 2 times 3, okay, it equals to 6. When you would add 1 plus 2 plus 3, it equals to 6. Are there any others? I don't know. I know this is the smallest of its kind, other than obviously 1 times 6, but that would be a higher number, right? Only 2 and 3. I can just do 2 and 3. See, if I just put BC together, okay, if I just go 2 times 3 equals to 6, it's not the same thing. The average, okay, the average is 3. If I went ABC and I equal to 6, the average would be 2. Let me turn this camera over again. AC, 1 times 3 equals 3. DC, 4 by 3 equals to 12. So I'm going to just do the addition also, and this one is 7. So here we have what is 7 and 19. That's ironic. Okay. There are 19 alphabet letters, and there are 7 Roman numerals making 26. Could be coincidence. The corridor, okay, is between DC. It's a half area space. How do I know? When you're counting 1, 2, 3, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, right? And I run it this way. When you count and you connect your numbers, 1 here, I connect these 2, I can connect these 3. When I connect these 2, okay, in between the first and the third, I split the space in half. Therefore, I now run this as the half-life. Let's call it the half-light, or you can call it the split. You need the soul in there, right? And you need the spirit. Well, you don't need, but they talk about it all the time. And I keep thinking of that silver cord. The silver cord. I also think of walk the plank. So anyways, just let's get back to this. So we have BC. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 5 and 6 equals to 11. So over here we have 1 times 2 times 3, okay, equals to 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6. If I further this, I will get what is 36 and 12 equaling to 48. 4 plus 8 equals to 12, right? 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 1 times 2 equals to 2 equals to 5. This is 1 times 1 equals to 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 2 and 1 equals to 3. So the beginning of this part of creation is going to show you, where is it? That the upper world, okay, over here with the 3 numbers are going to equal to 5 to what the lower world is here. Now we have to double it up because it's split. So this one becomes 10, this becomes 6. Why don't we call it 100% of 60? I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, let's call it 60 minutes. A, B, C, D. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. This equals to 10. A, B, C equals to 6. A, B, D equals to 7. A, C, D equals to 8. B, C, D equals to 9. I'm just trying to show you the basics, right, of the house of 9. What is 9? How 9 works, right? And you notice that with 9, look what we got. This is by association. We have the bottom 4 here, and we have the top 4 areas here. They're all going to connect to this area here. And this area becomes what is the 5 and 10 area, okay? And this is the letter O. Becomes O, E, J, unless you just want to mark Joe. It's also what is 1, 5, right? And we can hold 4, 3, 2, like the vibration, and use that as bookends. We could also go that this is Leo, like Leo the lion, or how about the cat, perhaps the jaguar, right? And we're going to go over here, Leo, and then we're going to go Capricorn. So I think we're going to go Capricorn is at 97 and 32. 4, 20, 38, 47, 50, 93, well, 107, 33, 47, 59, 69, 77, 87, 94, 95, 96. I'm wrong again. 420, 38, 47, 50, 80. Okay, 97. Okay, that's good. Okay, so 97, it represents two things. As 79, it represents the mother. As 97, what it is it's 4 times 20. Okay, so it's in the Aquarius house. It's got 4 areas. Aquarius with the QU, talking about quarters, talking about the oceans being in all 4 houses. Perhaps there's a house you never really get to see, right? When it's 97, after that, it's 17. This is a power station. How do I know it's a power station? This cube, the lowest and the connecting of the center creates what is 1 and 7. It's not only that, it connects the entire cube. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 17, but it's not 17. It's 10 and 7, 17. And then when it's 10 and 7, 17, we have to know how the ABCD works, because this has to be connected. The lower area space, ABCD 10, okay, to what is FGHI, okay, equals to 30. It is 1/3 matrix connect. We need to bring the 3rd and the 4th house together. The 3rd and the 4th house have a half area space. Earth and Mars running the same corridor. 3 and 4. One running in a 20-part cycle, whether it's 20 seconds or not, or minutes. The other running in the 15 cycle. Thing about these two is if you take a look, it's 2015, right? So when I add up 1 through 5, it equals to 15. When I add up 2 through 6, it equals to 20. So I take these 2 dice and I look at the 1 and I look at the 5 and I flip it over. I got the 2, 6. Puts them together. I got the 3 and the 4 running the same corridor. It just so happens that inside of 5 and 2 is 3 and 4. And inside of 1 and 6 is what is 2 and 5, in which inside is 3 and 4. They run the EEE world within this. So when you're talking about the word ELEVEN, that is 15, valued at the O, like, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's. Okay, so then we got the E, right? Each one is equal to 5, right? V for life. The N is going to equate to the sun. This is the angle and the soul. Land, animal, and man. Here's Eve within it. The leavened bread. This is the rental and the for sale sign. In French, when you put these 3 letters together, à vendre is for sale. Vendeuse, sold. Vendredi is Friday, and day 6. It's the last day of the egg. Why? Because in basic farming, every chicken on average is noted to what is lay 6 eggs in 7 days. So in 21 days, there's going to be 18 eggs. And the basis of creation on this cube is 1 between 2 before we get 3. Now, what is it about that? What is it about A and B that differs to everything else? Well, guess what? What is here is also what is here. See that? How do you get that? 1 times 7 equals to 7. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. Let's say we're going to end up with what is the white wolf. Yeah, wolf is very, very big now. That name is huge. Okay, for the end of this project of mine, this is what's going to be connecting the moons of Mars through the wolf. So I'm not sure if we're going to hear it, if it's going to be added onto the Mars project, but I got to turn this around. I need a glass of water. I need to take a 2-minute break. How's everybody doing? I can see we're 4 people out of 400 million. That's okay. More people to share with later on, right? I didn't see any comments yet. I have to go to my channel here, see what's going on. Just give me a minute. You know, for some reason, I'm never, ever, 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 ever. They're always telling me my emails are running out. Everything is empty. There's no space to empty yet. There must be something somewhere. So, anyways, let me see what this is. Okay. Wow, I don't even remember what I was looking for. Just give me a second. I'm a little embarrassed because I don't remember what I turned away from the screen for. Wow, that's terrible. I just need something to drink in the kitchen. Oh yes, I remember now. The comments. Just give me a second. How do I find? Here's the live. I think I'm live right here. Right here. Let me see if there's any comments out here. There might not be any comments. So I think I'm the first comment. Okay. So I have no ideas here. Nobody's saying a word. I don't know what I'm sharing, if it's going anywhere. So I'm going to have to keep on going and explaining, because I don't want to talk about anything new for myself. I mean, I got plenty of old stuff out there, 17,000 videos. Probably not anymore. And YouTube keeps, I go to my videos and I got to do a big research because I see they put a lot of my videos into private. I see that they're telling me that I'm not following rules on videos I did 15 years ago. I have been doing videos on YouTube since I think April or September of 2010. So this is my 15th year. Still not, obviously I'm not perfect in anything that I do. I still share the new information, the old information, the association of the information. There's definitely, like 10,000%. We are going to tell one of the greatest stories of creation that can ever be told. But this is not going to be done by one person alone. I'm sharing it. There's no patents to this. I do want to set up a system so that we can eat help into this game. I'm still learning how to put this together myself. I can give you the ring and run around how everything works. And it's going to it's just going to tell the story by itself, by all of us putting in a certain information in which the equations will be able to discord it. I don't know if they're discorded or dated, how to say it. Yeah, so it's still only me here. I'm going to be back in a minute. Maybe I'll put on one of my songs that I wrote. 2121. So that is 9, 540, 561, 156. There's 156 area spaces or area faces on a cube, or 1,404 dots, or what is 36 times 36. I need to do this. 36 times 26 equals 936. Now I need a 24 box. I'm just trying to figure something out by 10. It's 240. Okay, yeah, so just give me a minute here. Where am I? Okay, let me see. I don't know what I'm going to be playing here. So let me go here. Let me go to public songs. Let me see what we can get. We can do the Taxman. Oh, I like this one. So let me turn this around.
Here's a rough draft of your song, blending your thoughts into a rhythmic and lyrical form. Do I want to know?
Hold on, I'm still looking for it. I'm still looking for it. I'm still looking for it. Just give me a minute. Oh, I got so many of them. Wow. Okay, this one's not bad.
Alright, here's a cosmic rock ballad rooted in your question. A tale of zodiac splits, fiery forces, love, logic, and celestial conflict. Big tribal drums, electric guitar, and a deep cosmic hum pulsing through it. I am the ram, I charge through the gate. Born in fire, ruled by Mars, I challenge fate. But there's two of me now, I feel the divide. One wants the sword, one opens wide. In the house of Venus, I met my twin. We both seek peace, but where do we begin? Split the wheel, 6 and 6, or 4 and 4, or 3 by 4, just like before. Is it love through war or calm through flame? We fight for peace in different names. Aries to Aries, a mirrored soul in Venus Hall. We see control. Oh, the dragon roars, the ram will rise. The stars align beneath purple skies. I ride the archer's bow, truth in my aim. With Jupiter's wisdom, I light the flame. I see the battle, I read the scrolls, but truth alone can burn through soul. Aries, your war is bold and bright, but freedom seeks the gentler light. And I, the goat, I climb through time with Saturn's steps. I draw the line, order and structure, the stone and the law. I see the chaos and name the flaw. Peace must last, not just ignite. I build the mountain in the night. From the sun I blaze, I'm Leo the flame. Heart of the pride, I claim no shame.
So where are we going to get from here? We're two of us now. After 20 years, I feel a little embarrassed to be here today, knowing that I am not doing something right, and I probably know what it is. Irrelevant to the fact they say, empty out, say what you need to say, and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You know what they call that? They call that insanity. And those lights, look, see those lights? Look at that. Hey, I'm blocking out the sun. How many millions of miles away is this? Look, boop, boop. Look at that. So my hand's here. I'm stopping it, right? I'm stopping it. So I'm just going to do this. See the way it stops? Right? But if I do this, it's almost like it never stops. It's almost like you don't even see my hand, right? You don't see my hand? You see my hand going through the light? You see my hand going through the light? So what do we know? What do we know? What do we know? What do we want to know? What do you want to know? I don't know. Lighting, it just doesn't pick up well with this lighting on. I'm going to see if I can fix this lighting. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What happened there? Whoa. Hold on. Something just happened. Yeah, okay, shut myself off. Yeah, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to start with this. I don't know I don't know who's here, right? I don't know who's here. Does anybody want to know what I do. You already know what I do. Does anybody want to know what I do? I have to just overlook. I have to know, what do you want to know? Why are you here? So you're here, nobody wants to type. Either you're working and you just want to hear my words. So I have to get over this. See, I'm trying to figure out which road I'm going to go down. I have a lot of new stuff. It might go over many people's heads if you don't know what I do. Maybe we should just go back into the majors of this. Right. Going over the majors, I'm going to see what I have. I don't have my masks with me. Wow, I can't believe I don't have the masks. Let me see if I have them here. No, I have them here. Okay, I know it's somewhere. I don't know where it is. It was, oh God, Jesus. Oh God. The mask. What makes up the left from the right? The nose, an individual area space that when it's split in half, right? The wafer that fits between the left and the right hemisphere. The wafer, the vibrator between the two. It's not like, it's more like in a clutch and not like a seal, let's say on the oil pan. It could be like a piston, the alternator, the transmission, the differential, the rim, the brake pads, the asbestos. Metal on metal does not work. As the tires roar around the corner, it's a sharp turn. And as you make the sharp turn, look at my hand. As you make the sharp turn, see my hand going down? Looks like retrograde, right? It's just that I don't need to go anywhere. While this outside tire turns, all I need to do is turn with it, and it looks like it's passing me. It's not. We're turning a corner. Zodiac. What's going on in the Zodiac? If you want to compare it, what I do is it's a game mode. This is what I do. I create that, the left and the right. Now, my question is, I've never seen the letter A done like this. So what would I have to do to make this the letter A? Would I have to duplicate it, take this one and put it on that side, right? I didn't want to cut it in half, but I'm going to. So, oh, I didn't cut it properly. And now we have that, right? And that's your letter A. That's the beginning of the letter A. Right? Remember, this is only a piece that begins the angle. It can be that long, it can be that short, but this is the angle. And then the inside. I don't know what these things do, but I do know you can do that, You can also do this. Now, I forget where this goes. I don't remember where this goes. I have a design for this. Now, I don't even know if, does it fold in maybe? Maybe it folds in. Maybe it folds in. I don't know what we can do with it, but I know we could. Besides that, they become what is the left and the right angle. I call them the delta angle, and the fourth letter in Hebrew and the fourth letter in Greek is dalet delta. And when you run this, you run a half-life. When you run like this, I just showed you in the dots before. These dots. 1, 2 dots, 3 dots. The one in between the 1 and the 3 dots, okay, is going to cut the area space in half. I wonder if I turn my camera sideways, if it will let me. Wow, it doesn't let me do this. I don't understand that my camera doesn't want to flip around, you know? Let me see here. Yeah, my camera won't flip around. It doesn't make, oh, maybe if I go here. Let me see this. Woo, I'm back. Yes, so where was I with this? Okay, so we did this. So we established that we have two different houses of A, the left and the right. Should we call this that they both exist up here? Is it the left and the right hemisphere? I don't know. Has this been done anywhere before? I'm just trying to see, what else can we do with this? The left and the right hemisphere. It's just ironic that the left, the word left and right equals LEFTRIGHT. 27 and 15 is 42 is 62, and this one is 26 and 17 is 43. Okay, so the first thing is L12 versus what is R18. L12 is what is 2 times 6. R18 is what is 3 times 6. If you remember, as we established, right, at the beginning, that there's one house, okay, that has 2 area spaces, and there's one house that has 3 area spaces. The house with the 2 area spaces, okay, is a 2 by 2, okay, equals to 4. It's also, okay, what is 2 by 2 by 2, making what is the 4 cubic. That's the Mars house. It creates a window. And the window is a small window, like for the microprocessor. Okay, and what is hard and soft? Microsoft. If you're talking about B and G, like in the guy Billy Bob and Bob Bill and Bill Gates, who Bill 88 constellations. B and G is also what is the second and the 7th letter, right? It's also noted GB is, I think that's, we get the gigabyte from it, gigabyte. And this has to do with the Mars house, right? 2 is for Venus. Venus runs along with Uranus, which just went through its 84th year. In Chaldean, both the V and the U, okay, are what is 6 and 6 in numbers, right? And there's television stations using UV, whatever. Using the V letter is also understood that the V is a Roman numeral 5. It what joins the left to the right. If we looked at this in position on your calculator, it would be on a cube, what is noted to be the 1 position, but in reality, okay, on your calculator, it is the 5 position. So it becomes area 51. You are the birth, within the area 51, you become what is the I between the AE. And that becomes the 3 fire signs because you are the one that has been ignited into this house. Welcome in. Number 27 doesn't go without being called for, that whenever I speak and I tell you a number, I will show you where it is. Put up your dukes, and here are my dukes. I don't know if it's the Dukes of Hazzard, but I have to write down the word. Hazard Duke. I know Duke is also a dog. Okay, so now we went to the gigabyte. So what it is 1 and 2 equals to 3. So the base of the cubic creation is 1 between 2 equaling to 3. When you put 1 between 2 equaling to 3, you get on the opposite side 5 and 6 equaling to 11. You know what those letters are? It was KC, like in Kansas City. Right? Not for nothing, it's Kansas City. You know what it is? I'm going to show you. One times 1 plus 1 equals to 1 equals to 2. 1 and 2 equals to 3. And how your K is now your creation. 113. 113 is also noted to be what is Aquarius. AQARIUS. Now, some people might say, is it Aquarius or is it Aquarius? How is the word supposed to be said? Inside the word Aquarius, the R and I are together along with the S. What is important about these 3 letters? The reverse alphabet and part of what is the alpha beta creation is the result of where I and R show up. Here is the reason, okay? 3 times 6 equals to 18 R. 3 plus 6 equals to 9 I. R dot S equals to what is I dot H. I'm going to have to flip the camera over to show you this. Okay, so we get Aquarius, right? We have the I and the R. Thing is, with these cubes here, I need 3, right? We work with 3 over here. Where's that other piece of equipment? Well, I got to bring all my equipment out, man. Where's all my equipment? How did I lose a calculator that was right here? Wow, I got that. I got that. This is such an expensive business to run, you don't know. Wow, yeah, I don't want to leave nobody from the clubhouse out. Where are all those others? Man, how does everything run away? Oh my God. Help! I need somebody. Help! John, it must have been John Lennon. Come help me. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So, yeah. So we have 9, right? There's 9. So here's 2, 1 between 2. Imagine 3 fire signs. There's one area, the center area, which is 1 surrounded by 8. I call this Aquarius. The R and I is the 3 times 6 equals to 18R. The 3 plus 6 equals to 9I. They reverse alphabet of each other. Their total, right, is 9 plus 18 equals to 27. Bet equals to 27. Ball, is it bet ball? Base, right? 24, okay? Ball, 27. Base, 27, okay? 9 is number 42, right? But there's 27 outs for both teams, right? The offense, and we're just going to put the defense, right? You know, this here is 6-5-4, And this one over here is 666, just to let you know. This one over here, I'm not going to give any numbers for this. Just what was that? Okay. And this is the house. This is the house. There are only two of them. Every letter in the alphabet, okay? Every letter in the alphabet has 3 in each number, except for these two, except for those two. Their average is different than everything. See, if you would take 26 divided by 2 equals to 13. 26 divided by, let's see if I did this, equals to 13. I don't know if I'm doing this right. And then I go 26 divided by 3 equals to 8.666. Now, you see the thing about this over here? This here is going to be talking about this row over here. Because in the base creation, any one of these, okay, is going to be what is the 0.666. I must reach Aquarius where I'm going to get 3.666. And it'll be like this. 2 divided by 3 equals 666. So we're going to clear that. How do we do that? Like that or here? So then what we're going to get is, what was the next one? What was the next number we did here? Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So 5 divided by 3 is 1666. So this is 1666. So that's 1666. So 8 divided by 3 is 2666. So 8 divided by 3 is 2666. Okay. This is Scorpio, right? Now we go to Aquarius, which is going to be 11, right? Divided by 3 is 3.666. Did I get that right? Yeah, it's 3.666. So that's when we get to Aquarius. We get the leap year in there, 366, right? So, I mean, we can choose any number. If you want to choose 84. No, I don't want to choose 84. You want to choose 83, right? Well, 83 is going to have the same answer as we just had. 83 is like Aquarius, right? 83 divided by 3. See? 66666. Number 27, very important number. Very important number. It's the day before the end of the cycle. It's the eve, right? The number 27 is the eve. 27 is the eve, right? Of the 28th day. This is the last day. Oh, no, it's not the eve. Sorry. This is the last day, right? So would this one be the eve, or is this one the eve? I'm not really sure. Or this is the day before. I should have just taken that away. Hold on a second. And why do I say that? Because that's the moon, right? That's the moon. That's the moon, right? So it's Christmas Eve would be the 24th, and Christmas would be the next day. So New Year's Eve, right? It's the day before. I don't want to put this down here, right? Because day number 29, right? Okay, number 29, you know, hurrah. Let's not forget about number 29, right? This is the alpha part of the next part of the cycle, because the last part is 28. So when you start at 29, right, which is an 11, this is the alpha part of beta. You know, if you ever heard of Aldous Huxley talking about alpha, beta, epsilon, and all this, well, the EP is the 5 and the 16th letter. Okay, it's the beginning and ending of the connection to the oceans, the energy. How do I know this? I'm going to turn this camera around. I'm going to see if I can get myself out of this jam. The total of all the numbers equals to 45. You divide them all, it equals to 5 average. 9 is only an association of what is 1 number and 8 numbers, 2 numbers and 7 numbers, 3 numbers and 6 numbers. We're now into creation. There's a corridor when 4 and 5 numbers go together. This is going to be related to the femininity, the female. This is going to be a connection to the cube. This is going to be also what is the energy connection to the cube, noted to be the fox pass, also connecting to the big bad wolf. How do I get this? The word FOX equals to a total of 45. 9 by 5 is 45. Three by 2, 6. 3 by 5, 15. 3 by 8, 24. The total is 45. We use these three over here. These three are major eternal. All these revert into number 8. Any number in star math with 8 returns to 8. And it shows you the energy gate, which is number 17, 1 and 7. 1 and 7, 17. The energy gate, one of the reasons for that is because of ABCD. The ABCD, okay, the lower part of the house, okay, the house of Trinity. The upper house is FGHI, which is 30. The lower house is ABCD, which is 10. The reverse alphabet of the lower house, okay, is what is, this equals to what is J, okay, would become Q17. I just showed you Q17 shows up here. Why does Q17 show up in Capricorn under the number 97? Forget about that. In the number 97, okay, the French will say, okay, the French say it like this. The French say it 4 times 20 plus 10, okay, 7. When they say this, it sounds like 107. When they say this, it sounds like 80 and 10 and 7 equals to 97. Let me say it again. When they say 97, okay, they're saying 17 and like the 10 with the 7, like in one straight line with no separation. If they would say, let's say 61, they would go, I think it's like this. I'm not sure if they use the E or not, right? Remember, it's very important whether they use this E or not, okay? Is it inside or outside, just like with the AM, right? Or the AME in the word game, or in the word shame, or in the word fame, or who's to blame. So if you don't know what this is, okay, I forgot to mention that this is okay, I really should be stopping here, but just to say that some of my work, okay, has brought me into other sectors, other languages. AME, right, is 1, 13, and 5. That's a total of 19. The word is soul. And soul is number 67. So now I have to find the balance, okay, in the association between saying the word soul as an English word using the alphabet and saying the word homme, which is a French word. Noted that within the A, I must understand that the A is a part of and division from because of what it is. So we have the A, right? I don't want to do this one. I want to do the smallest of its kind. Look at that, the first of its kind, the skeleton. We've never seen it before. Wow. So what does this and this have to do with this? Because the A is split. We split the A in half. It becomes what is the, let's call it the dalet or the delta faucet. Or why don't we call it, just give me 1 second, LTA, right? The delta faucet, the delta angle. It's also J delta. Oh, and it's 500. Oh, must be part of the Fortune 500. $410, 500. Oh, did you think I said fortune? Or did they want to fork? Tune. Tune is, right? Calibrate to 1 in 2 worlds. I'm going to get back to it. I need some water. I'm going to finish with this. Fork tuning to 2 worlds. What happened in 2001? Does anybody know? New York City, apples were falling down. 110 stories was 111 to the roof. On 2 buildings is 222. What is 222? It's 58, 74, 90. It's 62, 74, 86. It's 66, 74, 82. It's 78, 74, 70. They're all 222s. It's the 4th dimension of numbers. Building number 7 went down with 47 floors. 4 and 7, 11. 111 or 110, you choose. The heart of the roulette of the heart of 360 is 1,110, also noted to be 111, 3 by 37. I'm going to get a glass of water. I'm going to come back and finish off. Hopefully I didn't lose my place with the AM coming into this. Remember, it's not just AME, but you wake up in the AM, and that is you wake up within the spirit, and that's when the rooster comes up, the 10th zodiac sign. We wake up in the AM, which is the rooster. And now check this out. Guess what is the first zodiac sign? The first zodiac sign at midnight is Capricorn. Is that the goat? Is that Billy Goat? But the 10th zodiac sign in Chinese is the rooster. And although the rooster might wake up at time of Aries, right, 6 a.m., the rooster, as the 10th Chinese zodiac sign, and the number to the rooster, 110. To roost 2 moons above, high above that, you don't even know what they are. Phobias and demons, demons and phobias. Oh, stop talking about the Mars moons. That's right, the names of the Mars moons. Go take a look. Phobias and demons. Even if it's not perfect in the word itself, it's phobos and demus. We're plugging it in. We are we are in such a, oh my, I see, I know, and I believe, because I only know one thing, I only know what I know, and I believe in what I'm thinking because of what I know. And I really, really, really want someone to tell me that this is all incorrect. Not that the story is incorrect, that the mathematics are incorrect. You show me the links that are incorrect. Whatever the story comes from, the mathematics will not change unless you can show me that this ruler that they sold me at the magazine for $1, okay, in which was 99 cents plus a penny, by the way. 99 cents and a penny. to get a ruler from the dollar store. It's got 12 inches on it. Is that okay? If you say yes, that's good. But if you're playing football, you ain't going to be too happy. You ain't going to be too happy. That's right. Because if you're playing football, I'm talking American football, you need 3 of these. You need 3 of these when you play football. Right? 2 goes this way, 1 goes that way. Is that where our ace comes in? Maybe we should do it this way. Why do we need 3 of them? And if that's true, what would it look like, right? What would it look like? I'd have 3 rulers. I'd take this one at the top, stick it there. Maybe shove a pen in it or something. Woohoo! Look at that. Whoa, grandfather clock. Keep on ticking, eh? So how far apart would we put this, right? I think we'd leave it like this, right? No, we'd have to leave it like, hold on a second. Yeah. And then we put this at the 6-inch mark. Or, and at the same time, hold on a second. Okay, so I'm splitting this apart. I just want to show you one little thing with this, is that, I just want to show you something. And you've seen this before. Please, another ruler. Oh my God, the other ruler's, look, here's my other ruler. It's screwed there. So if I took this, okay, and ran the other ruler this way, you see the other ruler this way, right? Yeah, I have to get another ruler. I have to do this. Oh, maybe I can. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too fast. Slow down, Charlie. Whoa, that too fell down. Okay, slow down. So we'll use this. So what happens is we have one at the top here, right? And I want to show you something. When I don't put it, when it's not put on the 90-degree angle, what happens is it shows 2 little mountains crisscrossing in between, possibly showing myself a fixed area space for where the fixed signs go. Then you have the cardinal, and then on the other side, the mutable. Everyone's a different ruler. We need 36 inches for a yard. 40, this one is the 4th one. So when you see this, let me see if we did this. Okay. Let me see this like this, just me a second. I really like to know how much is this. Okay. So it's like this. Have you ever seen this before? The house is divided. 7 AF 716. 4 rulers, 48 inches. You lose area space by the rulers overlapping. You have the eye. Now my question is, the delta angle is where the eye is, valued at 500. We have more than one house. Because if you play baseball and you play for A, AA, or AAA, how many A's do we have? And then all of a sudden, we have a tetrahedron. Now, the tetrahedron is 720. Tetrahedron at 720. And 720 tells me I need 60 times 12 and equal to 720. So we finished with this little show over here. I'm gonna take like a 2-3 minute break, put on a little music perhaps. If you have any questions, this is not something that's easy to understand. Are you keeping up with me or not? I'll bring up a few new things I'm learning every single day. Just like when you listen to me today, there are things today I've done that I've never done before. And if I've done them, I haven't done them in this order. So I'm going to show you about the A, draw the A out. If you want, we're going to go over these cubes, the calculator, a little bit about the deck of cards, and still, I bring you the skeleton. I put a little meat onto it. This only says you can put more meat to what I've already done. My results are not the end results. we have to keep expanding. I would like everything to have a 360 degree. The minimum is that everything must be seen at least 360 degrees. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to finish, is that when I mentioned number 97 as a number for example, as 420, right? Everybody knows 420, so 420 is see this, right? 7A6 is what I just showed you with the ruler. And what this is that everything is equal. This is only one part of the diagram. You could also see the left house and the right house. There's an ace and then an ace and an ace. So when you have an ace, you might have a 1. The ace might be the 14th card, or what has become the 13th card. It's questionable, okay, in the game of poker. And the reason for that is because it's interchangeable between first and last is the king 13th. So did everything move down? So I just don't know. You can also use it as both of them. It becomes the delta angle because it's to the left and to the right. And at the same time, when you come in born under the delta angle, and there's 2 angles, so it's delta 500. You have 2 of them. Okay, you have 500, 500 equaling to what is 1,000. So the Roman numeral, right? Where's my color pencils? Oh, here they are. Yes. If you like to help support the channel, man, I mean, I can really use it. I really could. I would really love if somebody would buy this place I live in. So what happens over here is that your delta angle, when we connect the house, okay, is where it becomes 1,000. The V in the center itself has a value of 5. All the crossing lines have a value of 1. M1000 Roman numeral, the D letter for the delta angles. And then the next move that comes in is when you put in this that I mentioned before, this into the house, you stretch the house over to here, right? And then when you stretch the house, I didn't want to do this one here because let me see which one it is. I'm going to go, hold on a second, let me see something. 1, 2, 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, I just want to see 1, 2, 3. Now did the 1, 2, 3. That's that I don't want to do. Not now. I need to put an extra line here. I need to put an extra line here. And we're going to use this one here. This one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. This is where we went before, right? And we made the 7 on that side. And we made the letter F on this side. So when we did this, while we're doing this, I'm just going to go back to here, right? What happens, you have this one now, and that one joins from this side here. You see this point over here? Well, this point here is an X. And then when this one crosses over, it also becomes an X. They're almost like holding hands at the center. Can you see the singular X here? And then you have the singular X here. That's 10, 10. So now what you do is you come down here. I'm going to come down to the bottom and you draw a line. Because you have American Airlines, you have the left and the right angle. So you take the right and the left angle, and now 2 this way, 2 this way, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and now we go up here and we get 2, 2, 2, 2. We run from here and then we run all the way to here. So we would run like this, and then the other one would run like that. But this one would run like that, and then this one would run like that. and you happen to be just the man in the middle. I'm the man in the middle. So this is how the house is split. You're pouring upon the cross, or you're hanging in this world over here, the extra point. Is this the extra point? If you're 6, now remember, this is only in one dimension. I'm not really sure which way it should look, but this is basically what it is. So when you're seeing these big space helmets, well, now you can understand why, right? Oh, yes, I forgot. It's like this also, and like this. So what these are is I need to meet at all the meeting points. There's a meeting point here. There's a meeting point here, right? 1, 2 meeting point, 1, 2 meeting point, 1, 2 meeting point, 1, 2, 1, 2 meeting point. And then if we want to connect up, I would run the leg up here, and then I'd run the leg up here. Now, if you want to see another way to look at this, 7, 5, 5. As I showed you before, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 1, 3, 5, 7 create a half area space. The first area space created, okay, the first area space, the first area space, okay, that's created is between 1 and 3, in which 2 is created, okay? The first half area, okay, that's created is 1 and 2. I usually like to, there's a couple of ways I do this. I can either go 4 or 6, and this way I'm just going to go 3 and 3. What did I do? I just added up 1, 2, 3 equals to 6, 1 and 3 equals to 4, 1 and 2 equals to 3. But what this is this becomes the man part, and this becomes the feman. Where did I do this over here like that? 12 is for the bat's mitzvah. Let's call it the bat's mitz, and this is the bar. So this is the BA and the BA, 219 and 212. All right, this is going to be the E world, right? All the electricity through this one over here. This is going to be the Sagittarius birth, where you're going to get the 10 and the 9 joining Capricorn. Capricorn is the 1, 2, 3, 4 association, or when J first comes out, like in this word over here, the energy is connected. The numeric value for Jesus in basic alphabet is 74. It's also the letters G and D, right? If I do it like that, that will equal to 3. If I do it like this, it will equal to 11. Now, I'm not going to say that we just did this on the last page over here. 5 and 6, 11. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 and 2 equals to 3. Therefore, 5 and 6 is equal to 1 and 2. They're the same. That's how we did it here. That's how we did it here. Hold on a second. I just wanted another cube. Is so when you look at the 1 and 2, I don't have to do anything. Also, when I do that, it becomes 1 and 8 equaling to 9. It becomes 2 and 7 equaling to 9. They are one of a kind. Okay? Not only they're one of a kind, they're everything. But it's a singularity. But it's everywhere. Okay? I'm going to explain to you why. On a single dice, there's only 1 1. On a single dice, there's only 1 2. So far, so good. But when you're looking at a surface face, okay, the surface, okay, the surface, I don't even know if I did that. Okay, the surface, okay, is a surface of 9 areas. So when you have one with 8. Now there's 6 sides, so you're going to have 3 with 6. Then you're going to have 4 with 5. And then you're going to have 5 with 4. And then you're going to have 6 and 3. Right? So here's your A, B, C, D, E, F. And if you notice, look at that. 3, 6, 6, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. So I told you, there's singularity, yet they're everywhere. Why are they everywhere? Because the 2 that you see here and the 2 that you see here is the 2 in the corner to the 2 in the corner. No matter which way, that's your 4. When you see this, right? This over here, or this over here. So whichever way I'm going to turn it, now we have the 1, right? And then you have the 3. So they're everywhere and they're nowhere at the same time. In association, the base of this bunker. These 2 here is what connects to you and the mother and the house and Jupiter 13. Jupiter 99. 13 is part of the sky pass, and it's the first of its kind. It's a sky pass for a certain resort, area, rest area, and resort. You know, amortisseur, I'm not going to get into that, but God rested on the 7th day, by the way. 13 equals to 99 as 55 and 44. 44 is for area space. TH, time heaven, it runs from 4, okay, all the way through 20, right? 20th. ETH, TH. The total is 204 plus 6 equals to 210, right? How about how about the 9/11, right? How about that? We'll talk about that later. I hear you. So yeah, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to come back. So this here, would you like to see the letters it's spelled? The 3rd letter association is CLU. The 6th letter association is FOX. The 4th letter association is DMV. The 5th letter association is NEW. So now we can create words from this if we feel like. So this one becomes 444, 555, 333, 666. It just so happens that 54 and 63 equals to 117. And this word is the proton, the electron, the neutron. While this one here, okay, is for Aries. It's the divided house of Aries. And at the gateway, the silver gate of Aries in the split house. This over here, hold on. This one over here, 975, in which inverts to 135, in which inverts to the word ace. The word ace and the word sun have the same association, the same numeric value, except this one is 9 and this one is 54. 135, okay, I'm going to get back to this later and explain this, but this is this word over here. This house is split twice. This here is the valley between the house that was split twice. The V is also the 22nd letter, part of the constellations that are above us. I'm going to turn this around. I got to get something to drink and take a 2-minute break or 5-minute break. And yeah, okay, let me see if anybody said anything up here. Absolutely, nobody said a word yet? Really? I'm here almost an hour and a half, nobody spoke. Yeah, so I'm going to explain to you what that 117 is, what that 63 the pen, okay, which finishes with an I and an S, the I and the S also look like a 1 and a 5. And the I and the S is where the vibration runs. It is the 9th and the 19th letter, and that runs through the moon. Remember, 17, 18, 19, because of what the French say, is used with a 10, 9, 10, 8, 10, 7. 7 and 9 are not like, or sorry, 17, 18, and 19. 18, or 17 and 19 are reverses of each other. Also part of Jacob's ladder, also part of Mars and the moon systems, connected to our Sagittarius birth, Sagittarius Capricorn, and we get the Capricorn stone when they put us down 6 feet. I'm just trying to, wow, there's just so much going on. Yeah, okay, so yes, so I was talking about the 1 and the 5. So what it is because of how the French say it, I separate the 10 from the 9. I know the 10 is A, B, C, D. The reverse of A, B, C, D is F, G, H, I. And you know what's ironic about F, G, H, I? How about tennis? 15 points, 15 points, 10 points. Here, 2 to 1. What does that mean, 2 to 1? Here I set up, no, I shouldn't have done the 2 to 1. I shouldn't have done, because here I put together 2 groups. I could have split this up, right, as A, D, and B, C. After the death, 5. Before the Christ, 5. If I wanted to do the minus side for -1, I go 3. 3 minus 2, I'd go 1. And this is where the AC comes in and the DC connects. The split house, we connect to 500. DC, 3 and 4 is 7. Take out the dice cube. You look at 3 and 4. You look at 3 and 4. They're the heart of the 7th gate, Earth and Mars. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Oh, you said hi. I never saw it. So that's one of the questions. Is they say you can reduce the 10, right? They can say you can reduce the 10, don't reduce the 11, and yeah, I'm out here again, and I usually do it on TiCHeConnectT. Everything is clearer. Every time I do it on this, it's like gloom. It's like doom and gloom. I like to get out to other channels, spread the news. We got to spread this out. You know, if we want to come into the changing of times while going through everything else on the way there, you know, it's time to note that it's not going to be as hard as it's going to be if we understand that it's part of this realm we're in at the moment and we're passing through it. Whoever speaks about zodiac signs and can read the zodiac signs, they've been talking about different things for years, whether they were 100% exact or maybe partly exact. At least I know there's a story, because I can tell one too now because of the zodiac. I understand. I'm just gonna have to be quiet for a minute. I have to. Does anybody know what this is? You play cards, it's a deck of cards, right? It's the club. Except they didn't show you can put another space here and another space here and connect another station while this cell goes through space, right? Remove this one, remove that one, fold things in a little bit. So we got one major in the center, 3, connecting to 3, 3, 3. And in each one, look at that. We run a 3, 6, 12, right? The in-between area spaces if you want. We're going to go 6, 6, 6, 6, 24, but we don't run all 24 at the same time. So I'm taking a 5-minute break, or well, actually, you know what? What time is it? I'm going to take a half an hour break. I'm going to come back in 35 minutes. How about that? So we can all shut down, take it easy. I'll be back at 11:10. How about that? What do you think? Is that good, Tammy? Is that good? Right? Yeah, I'm Tammy, I've never been better. This is like what I don't know where I was. You've been following me. I don't know how long, but I've never, not mentally. I don't want to talk about how my mental state is, but right now, what I see and what I've done and what I've shared, I'm really, really impressed, right? I'm just my only fear since a long time right now is that when I wake up tomorrow, I can remember today. And thank God every day and every moment is now. You have the choice now. We are going to come back in a half an hour. Unless you say something right now, unless 2 or 3 people say something right now, come back in 5 minutes. I'll come back in 5 minutes. If not, I will be back in 30, let me see, in 35 minutes at 11:05. Okay, because I really, really need the break. I'm a little hungry. And whoop, did somebody say something? Yeah, and we're 4 people, we're 6, they're in and out. Yeah, I was banned on TikTok because I was talking about the association of 13 and how the big 6 and the big 8, right? Big 6 and the big 8. This is so much fun. So big is what is number 72, and 53. I'll tell you this after. 72 is when a big red sun through 6 and 8, and that's through the 7th gate. And I'm gonna explain all of this. It's just too much fun, but just so sad that after 20 years, I am amassed like 5 people at a time coming here, and you know what? I'm just so happy, and I should be blessed. So we're coming back here, 30 minutes, 11:05. I'm coming back. Please, if you have any questions, type them in. If you have a number thing, if you want to know what I do, if you want me to start back at the beginning from ABC 1, 2, 3, and I can go into the songs, the music, but I'm not fast enough as a single person. I'm not GG77, who, if he's around, I'd love to speak to him. I think he's got an amazing group running. Whether he's 1,000% accurate or not, irrelevant, right? The thing is, he's got what I'm missing, that alignment of expression. You know what I'm saying? And I know he'd make us more or less a decent team, but this is going to be big, bigger than he probably ever thought, because this is going to involve the beginning of anything you can think. It came in a book. Do you know the book? The animal that's extinct. Who knew about this animal? What was the person that mentioned this animal? What part of the country? What year did they figure it out? Did they find the fossils? Where were the fossils found? Right? All this information dictates to the story of its reality and the understanding. The same for any disease. The same thing. Medical doctors, your liver, your heart, whatever it is. I don't know the answer, but so far with the work that I've seen that has happened through the numbers and the math, I know, okay, that it's already encoded, okay, in the system for any cure or anything that's going to cause yourself to fall into something that you won't be able to get out. You follow what I'm saying? Even in the numbers, there might be a number that says don't eat this because there's no way out. Speak later. Thank you for watching.